The farm produces three main outputs: zombie meat, which nobody cares about, gold and experience. The gold comes from nuggets and gold swords. If you were to smelt the gold swords, you'd get approximately 14,000 total gold nuggets per hour. Where this farm really shines is with the insane amount of XP it churns out. In fact, it produces XP faster than a single player can absorb into their body. It's a waterfall of XP orbs streaming out like a literal fire hose. Let's talk about how it works and some of its features. The farm is built in the Nether Wastes biome, high above the Nether at build limit. The elegance of this farm comes from its simplicity and minimalist design. It consists of 3 square magma block platforms with their centres open. The lower platform has a glass floor in the centre which can be used by the player and has plenty of room. There are 4 nether portals on the outside edges of the glass player platform. These allow us to remove the mobs as fast as possible so that new ones can regenerate and respawn. There is a double trapdoor gap around the edge to provide a safety barrier as well as an acceptable AI pathfinding for the mobs. The mobs will spawn on the platforms, be drawn towards the turtle eggs, and occasionally be injured by the iron golem. This then causes them to become all aggravated and pathfind towards the centre and get transported through the portals into the overworld. Once in the overworld, all the zombie pigmen will pour out of this portal, fall down into an entity cramming chamber and get killed. They'll give up their loot and XP, which will flow through this water stream. This gives us the opportunity to use filters to be able to remove items and store them, with the XP eventually making its way back into the Nether. In this particular configuration, I have 2 sorters for zombie meat and 2 sorters for gold nuggets. The remaining items, such as gold swords, are being sent into this dropper, which are then being burnt in this fire. Now you could send those gold swords into a super smelter and convert them back into nuggets to add even more gold to the output. Because of the sheer volume of items that come through this water stream, you are going to need multiple filters, and you're going to have a really good sorting system because it's just so much stuff, it's nuts. But that's not a really hard problem to solve. This is another reason why we send these items back to the overworld. Because we have water here and we don't have it in the Nether, it's a lot easier to handle these items, store them and do things like that. However, if you really wanted a challenge, I guess you could send all the loot and all the XP back to the Nether and deal with it there. Back in the Nether, the player will be able to receive all the XP from this center portal here. Because of the sheer amount of XP that comes out of this thing, and you don't want to lag down your computer or server, you are going to need to operate this in barbecue mode occasionally. One particularly awesome feature about this farm is its completely self-resetting, self-restarting. Here I am in creative mode, I'll switch to peaceful, the mobs are all gone, we'll switch back to normal, and you'll see how it just instantly self-restarts. Another great feature of this farm is it can operate without the iron golems. A player can simply stand here, shoot an arrow, aggravate a zombie pigman, and it then just generates the whole process again and starts them off. If you'd like to build this farm, a link to the full tutorial and video will be on the screen and in the description below.